A very good morning to all of you. I wanted to wish you a very warm morning, but actually it is not a warm morning. It is pretty chilly, but I expect the heat, the warmth of my words will bring in some heat into the atmosphere so that you feel less chilled up. Anyways, coming back to what we are here for today, you all know that the government has allowed a reopening of the schools with effect from 18th of January, that is today. So as the first day, we first wanted that the parents should know what all the school has done and what is expected out of them for the safe return of their ward to the school. So today I'm here to talk about all these things, and I must tell you that we will be following a standard operating protocol which has been issued to us by the government, and all necessary arrangements have been made as per the guidelines set by the government. So I wanted to share all those guidelines and the protocols that we are following with you. So I'll be sharing a small PPT. Please, you may see the PPT also. So lot of are you people able to hear me? Are you able to hear me, children?
No.
So a lot of restrictions will be coming, lot of difficulties and challenges will be coming, but we will be overcoming all of those challenges together, and we will definitely win over this fight of COVID-19 and emerge as victorious. We have partly emerged as victorious because we are hardly getting any cases in Delhi now, and the vaccination drive has also started, but still this COVID is going to live with us in some form or the other. So we have to be very cautious, and we still have to keep on taking all the precautions that we used to take during the pandemic. We are still taking. So we will have to carry those forwards, and we will have to come to the school equipped with all the defenses required against COVID-19. So here I'll be sharing some of the requirements that you need to take care of. And before that, I would begin by telling you all the precautions that the school will be taking to ensure the safety of your ward. First, the school is the first and foremost. When the children come to the school, at the entry gate itself, a thermal screening of the children will be done. I think all of you are aware what is thermal screening. Thermal screening means that the temperature of your ward will be checked using a thermal gun, and only if they have normal temperature, they will be allowed to enter the school premises. Then second point is, when they are entering the school premises, there will be a sanitation facility also available. That means the sanitizer will be available at the gate itself, where they can sanitize their hands and then enter the school. There will be strict prohibition of entry into the school without mask. So if you are coming without a mask, you will not be allowed to enter into the school. So children, please, all of you parents, I am telling all this to the parents be careful that your ward comes to school wearing a mask, which can be either a surgical mask, a cloth mask, or an N95, whatever you wish to send your child or ward with. The next thing is that we all know a very important defense against COVID-19 is maintaining physical distance. So we will also be ensuring that physical distance between the children is maintained. So wherever necessary, we have put in markings also, so that the children know that they are standing 3 or 6 feet apart from the second person. If you have been visiting the school parents for depositing the fees, I'm sure you must be aware that there is one of such markings is available at the fee counter also. So the next thing that the school will be taking care of is, which is regular cleaning and sanitization of the entire school premises with a suitable disinfectant, which can kill the COVID-19 virus if it is on the floor or on the surfaces. So it will be taken care that the school is disinfected at least twice in a day. Then we have also kept a provision of hands-free sanitizers at each important point. I mean all the points which we feel are very important, where children or visitors will be frequent. We have kept foot operated sanitizers like at each floor, at the reception area, and soaps and liquid soaps, soap bars, liquid soaps, along with soap dispensers will be placed in all the washrooms. They are already placed, but we will be more careful in this respect, and also near all the drinking water taps. The drinking water areas will also have disposable glasses so that children can have water in disposable glasses and then throw the disposable glasses in the requisite bin. But I would still suggest that you carry your own water bottles with you so that you don't need to touch the taps. We still don't have contactless taps in our schools. So I would suggest that you carry a water bottle to the school. We will be restricting the entry of the visitors, and in case any of the parents wishes to visit the school, I would request that you take prior appointment in the school, and only then you will be allowed to visit the school. The seating arrangement for the children will be such that again there is physical distancing amongst the children, and only 12 children will be sitting in one class with one desk in between left vacant. So we have made sure the children don't crowd at any place, and they maintain proper social distance. The next thing which we will be, you all know, we have a beautiful medical room which is well equipped, but I'm upgrading the medical room as per the needs of COVID-19 pandemic. We have equipped it with the requisite medicines which may be needed, and we have also created an isolation room where there is a single bed, and we have a chair along with that, and we'll be keeping a water bottle there. So in case there is any child who becomes sick in the school premises, we can isolate the child so that he or she is not able to infect the other children in the school, and the parents will be informed immediately to pick up the children, and they will also be guided as to where they can take the child to the nearest COVID care facility, or if home isolation is enough, I will be guiding them on home isolation guidelines as well. So I have trained intensely the staff of the school, and which includes also the class 4 staff, about what are the precautions they also need to take and what will be their duties in this time of difficulty, and what are the safety measures that they will be taking to ensure the safety of the students. Then the students, once they come into school tomorrow, I'm sure all of you must have got the circular that the children can join the school from tomorrow, and if you have not received, you will shortly receive a circular about the timings also, and I will sensitize right in the morning when they come to the school. I will sensitize the students about the respiratory etiquettes, hand hygiene, and physical distancing. Throughout the lockdown and while the children have been in the house, I have already been telling them and sending across a lot of videos about hand hygiene, how to wash the hands for at least 20 seconds, what are the steps to be followed, and what are respiratory etiquettes, and how do we follow the respiratory etiquettes. I've been sending short videos on all of them, and what are the type of mask, what mask is the best. So you can go back and see those videos once again so that you are adequately equipped to join the school in the best of the circumstances. Then, as I told you earlier, we have already made a provision of isolation room. It is already ready. And we have also constituted various action committees, for example, medical emergency committee, the academic restructuring committee, and all these committees have been made to ensure that your child remains safe and healthy in the school. Since we are putting in the best of the efforts to ensure the safety of children, we have some expectations out of you also, dear parents. So the first expectation is that you please be updated about the latest protocols and guidelines. Once you are aware of those guidelines and protocols, I'm sure you will thoroughly follow them. And also, I am also sure that all of you must have downloaded Arogya Setu app. So if you have not downloaded the app, please make sure that you download the app and see the status of your app. If it is green, that means you are in the safe zone. But if it is showing some other color, which is indicative of an unsafe zone, depending on how many COVID-19 positive cases are around you, I would suggest that you apprise and inform the school that the status of your Arogya Setu has changed and it is showing that we are not in the safety zone anymore, And I would request not to send your children at that time, because we don't know if your child or if your ward is asymptomatic COVID positive or not. And so if you want to know whether your child is COVID positive or not, you must know what are the symptoms of COVID-19. I'm sure all of you already know them, but just as a quick revision, I would like to tell you, if your ward is showing fever, has got any kind of throat pain, headache, body aches, myalgia, backache, or is having a red eye, or is having diarrhea, or any other unrelated or related symptom, please make sure that you get your ward tested and contact your doctor, who will further guide you as to which test is done and will confirm whether these can be symptoms of COVID-19 or not. Now, you need to monitor your child's health, definitely. So it is not going to be only one day that you have to monitor. You have to monitor your child's health as and when they come to school, and send the children to school only when he or she is healthy. So we all know that we need to follow hygiene practices, and our children, they emulate us. So we have to be role models for them, both you, the parents, as well as the staff. That means the teachers and the staff available here, including me. We all have to model our behavior so that the children follow us. So that modeling will include, so whenever you are stepping out of the house, you don't forget to wear a mask. So when your child or ward sees that you don't step out of the house wearing a mask, she will definitely wear a mask to the school. And you also don't remove your mask while you're outside. The child is seeing this behavior, definitely he or she will also not remove the mask. And make sure that your child wears a snugly fit mask. The mask should not slide down the nose or the chin, because that is of no use. Then we also have to be very positive and supportive to the school authorities. Don't keep on telling the children that I don't know what the school is, what all the school is demanding. Why is the school asking this? Because we are doing all this for your own benefit, for no one else's benefit. And please help your children to be positive. And if they are stressed, and if they have any questions, or if they have any fears or anxieties related to return to school regarding their health, I would suggest you can make them talk to the school counselor. I'm sure she is going to allay all those anxieties and fears. Then you're also you are requested to submit a digital declaration form in case you have traveled anywhere and you have had a contact with an infected person or professional. Maybe you have visited a hospital and there you came across somebody who was already infected with COVID-19, and then you must apprise the school of this, and please, the child will then be exempted from attending the classes. And I would also request you to please, next is that when the children return to the school, they will not be allowed to share any books, stationery, pencil, rubber, pen with the other children. So please send them well equipped with all these essential items which might be needed in the school, so that they don't have to ask from anybody for it. Then they also must be well fed before they come to school. Give them a good breakfast before they come to school. Don't listen to them if they say we are not feeling like eating, because in the school the canteen services have been suspended. The children will not be allowed to go to the canteen. They will have to remain seated in their classrooms during the recess and the break, and they will be eating their home cooked food or something brought from home only. Okay, so please send your children filled in the morning, and feed your children before they come to school. And next, the children should also be sent with a spare set of masks, gloves, tissues, handkerchiefs, and sanitizers for emergency, because we don't know. Your child might soil the mask. Supposing he is wearing a mask and that falls into water and gets soiled, he or she will need another mask. So please send them equipped with a spare set of all these. And last but not the least, I would request all of you to send a hard copy of the consent form which has already been sent to you, where you have given your consent. And I would request you to send the hard copy of the same consent with the students, because that will be taken from the students and it has to be handed over to the concerned in charges on the first day of the school itself. With this, I would like to tell you that most of the parents have given their consent to send their children to the school. And I thank you for having reposed so much of trust in us that we will be taking good care of the children in the school. And we would come up to your, surely we would come up to your expectations. So with this, I again thank all of you, and and I also pray that our journey in this new normal remains safe and filled with happiness and health. Thank you so much for having spared your precious time to listen to me. And I'll be looking forward. In fact, all of us at the school will be looking forward to seeing your ward tomorrow in the morning. Thank you so much. If you have any questions, if you want to ask, I'm there to answer any of your queries.
Thank you, ma'am.
Do you have any questions? Does anybody have any questions? If you don't have any questions, then I can close the meeting. Bide, as regards the
Ma'am,
they will
thank you very much.
to you. They will be intimated to you shortly on your class WhatsApp groups. So don't worry about that. Okay. But before that, be equipped with whatever I have told you. Okay. And in case, although I have talked to all of you, all the students, I have done a virtual health screening of all the students. I have called your parents or talked to you and asked about a history of COVID in the families. But I might not have called at a time when anybody had it, because it took me almost 6-7 months to complete the virtual health screening. So in case you have a history which you have not told me, then you can please come and inform me on the same day, or ask your parents to get in touch with me on phone, or you can send me a message on WhatsApp as well. Okay. So I think nobody, ma'am, their friends. Of course, you will not be, see, you will be meeting your friends from a distance. Somebody is asking me whether we'll be allowed to meet your friends or not. You will be meeting your friends from a distance. You will have to maintain a distance of at least 3 feet, or I would rather say maintain a distance of 6 feet from your friends. You will not be allowed to hug and shake hands. Only thing is you will be able to see each other as I am seeing you right now. Okay. Anybody else has any questions? Let me check the chat box. If school timetable again will be given to you on WhatsApp itself. Online classes, the teachers will tell you about the online classes as well. I am not sure about the online classes. Anybody else? Any more questions? I don't think there are any more questions. So we can wind up. And thank you so much once again for a very patient hearing and listening to me. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you so much. Okay. Goodbye, dear.